Here, just working on my turns at slow speed. Getting a little more comfortable on the bike where I'm actually putting my body, like right there on the left turn. I push the bike to the left, I lean right a little bit. Getting a little more comfortable to attempt to start leaning the bike. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Instead of just kind of babying it too much, I'm actually trying to use more of my body position right now, where I'm letting the clutch in first gear pull the bike, so I'm not touching the throttle on the turn. But I am trying to lean the bike a little bit, and then just because of my speed, I'm actually leaning the opposite direction with my bike. Like my body's going right now, and I'm pushing the bike left with my left handlebar. Just very, very smallly turning that bike. That felt pretty good, just an easy turn. More comfortable with making left turns because I'm pushing left and I'm not worrying about pushing on the throttle. Here I'm going to turn right, it's a little bit harder for me. Whenever you're just starting off on a bike, definitely take it slow. I mean, don't be doing things uncomfortable. Eventually you're gonna have to push your skills a little bit or kind of try to get better, but do it in your own time. I mean, there's no rush to doing any of this stuff, and I'm just in a parking lot for the 4th day, just going back and forth and still having a blast doing it, so it's still fun. Yeah, shift up second here maybe. Slow down for the turn. Second gear is so much smoother than first. I really enjoy being on second gear. Especially on this on a sport bike like this Gixxer 600. It's a little touchy in first gear. Second gear I still can go pretty slow, but like I'm so much more comfortable rolling on the throttle in a corner just coming out of it. So things to keep in mind. You don't want to go too slow in a certain gear, but second gear is, I'm still just going 10 miles an hour, if that, and the bike sounds fine. It's not making any noises or anything. You can really feel the bike in between my legs right now where I'm making those turns. I'm kind of squeezing my legs in on it, pushing my left knee right there to turn the bike, and my hand, and then my head just kind of stays upright. So right now my body's not turning at all, it's kind of just staying where it was, but the bike went a little bit. Tighter turn there. I'm going to go the opposite direction because, like I said, I'm making left turns there. I'm a lot more comfortable going left than going right, so got to work on doing both of those. Today I stopped by and got my riding pants from Barnes Bros. I'm in the Pittsburgh area, like south of Pittsburgh, so today it's like 60 degrees. It's a lot nicer. It's been, well, not nicer, but it's been like 80, 90 on my riding days. And it definitely, full gear is pretty hot. Doesn't matter what temperature is, wear your gear, hot or cold, but whenever it's cold it's definitely nicer. You can zip up all the air vents and just kind of relax a little bit more on the bike. It's more comfortable weather. But yeah, I got my pants today from them, and I was talking about getting maybe like a crash cage on my bike because I want to work on doing like some tight figure eights and things like that, especially probably do it here shortly. I'm gonna go across the street, so I'll be on the road for like 20 seconds and I'll be in another parking lot. A little bit wider, I can work on doing circles and things like that, more of a complete turn. But I don't want to drop my bike going 5 miles an hour just trying to practice. So you got to practice, you got to push your comfort level a little bit on the turns. And it's not dangerous because you're just going 5 miles an hour making the turn, but really don't want to drop my brand new $10,000 bike on the pavement trying to do a little turn in a parking lot and get it all scratched up or mess up the engine anyway. So I'm looking into maybe getting like a crash cage on it. You see like stunners and stuff whenever they're riding their bikes, they have the full cages. So thinking about getting something like that. I don't know if I can order it online and install it myself, or if I'm trying to get some quotes from them today. But something I'm thinking about, because I want to be able to do like real tight turns and just practice that stuff, just kind of beginner things. I ordered the Moto Jitsu. I mentioned it in my last video. Moto Jitsu YouTuber. He's also like a riding instructor. He came out with a book and they sell it on Amazon. It was like 10 bucks. So I ordered that in the mail. It actually should be here later today. But yeah, I'm gonna go through that. It has all these different things you can practice in riding. It's like when you're in the parking lot practicing, what do you actually do? So he has a bunch of little skills and tests. There's like a white belt, blue belt, brown belt, black belt, something like that. Kind of like karate stuff like that, like levels. But yeah, I want to practice doing some tighter turns and just get comfortable on the bike, have like a goal in mind, kind of go through the book and just learn all the different things. But that should be coming in today, and that's coming back to why I wanted the crash cage, because I don't want to be doing those turns. I mean, something he recommends is getting your gear, getting your bike protected. One of the first two things. So, and then get yourself educated and practice. So all those things that I'm kind of gonna try to do, just listen to him, trying to be smart. But still riding around second gear here, a lot more comfortable in these turns than I have been ever. So not super comfortable, not doing anything crazy, but I feel balanced on the bike. And I'm actually in second gear this whole time. So when I'm in first gear, it's a little bit harder, but that shouldn't be a reason to affect me. I should be able to do it in first gear as well. So let's go around here. I would drop down to first. Gotta be slower releasing that clutch. Try not to have the bike, like when I go in first gear, I can feel it pull me back, and when I slow down, I let go, I can feel everything. So I just gotta be slower on all my movements and be more comfortable doing all these things. Let me go ahead and just kind of make some shorter turns and go back and forth here. Another thing, when I'm going through these garages, after I was doing it for a while, I just wanted to make the turn. But then eventually I'm trying to stay in the right lane of the turn to make it a little bit more narrow, kind of like I was, as if I was driving on the road. So instead of just coming there tight on the left, I'm gonna stay to the right side, be in the lane. And then that was the easier turn. Whenever I come up here and go right, I'm about to be a little bit tighter. And these turns here, like personally, I think if I was in second gear and I didn't have to touch the gas at all in the turn, it'd be a little bit faster and smoother. So let's go ahead and try that. Speed up. That didn't work. I missed the shifter. So you're just kind of watching, learning with me. Got the trains going. Speed up. Kick into second gear. Yeah, I'm in second. Yeah, second's just so much better going slow speeds than a turn. So I mean, really only think I have to be in first gear when I'm coming to stops on the road. I'll probably always stay in second or third and start from first, but when I'm coming to a turn, I'm not going to shift all the way down to first gear. I don't think it's necessary. I think it's a little bit more dangerous. Yeah, I got so much. It's a slow turn there. I'm not touching anything. That's so much faster than first gear. I don't feel like I'm about to tip the bike from just not moving. Second gear is going to pull you along a little bit. So definitely feeling better about those turns. And the faster you're going, the more the bike's going to ride itself. It's going to kind of, as long as you don't fight it, and you're going to go with the bike and lean it in a direction, the bike is more stable going faster. So second gear, I think, just does all those things. Let's get a little bit of speed here, and I'm going to do a quick stop. Stop there. I'm in second gear, so I'm going to pull the clutch all the way, drop down to first, feet are on the ground, release that clutch, and just kind of walk the bike till it pulls me, get my feet up, good to go. It's important, I mean, you get comfortable riding just around a gear or two, but it's good to stop the bike every once in a while and kind of restart. Get your feet on the ground, feel the bike, reset your gears, and then keep your head up. Keep practicing the stops, because stopping is going to be very important. Slow speed when we're on the road. When you're faster, it's real glitchy in first gear. We get second. But like I said, when you're going faster, you're going to more so try to avoid traffic or collisions if you're like in an emergency situation on the road. But right now I'm in the parking lot, or if I'm going around 25 miles an hour, you're just going to stop the bike. There's really no need to try to speed up and swerve around a parked car or something if you're going 15 and something happens. So you want to be able to pull the clutch, hit the brakes, just like that. Get back into first, make sure if there's a situation you can get out of there, and you're back going. Gotta tell you, I am loving second gear. I think here in a minute I'm gonna go ahead and cross the street. So this will be my first time on the road ever. I've done the safety course in a parking lot. I've been practicing here for a day or two, but I want to get on the road and just kind of let me practice my turn signals first. So right now I'm gonna make a right turn, because when I'm on the road I gotta use my turn signals. So I'm still turning, push it in, turn off, push it left, because when I'm riding I'm not going to be looking down like that. But right now I have this is the time to look down and check those things, so I'm going slow enough. I know there's nothing ahead of me. Like right now my turn signal's still on. Clicked it off without looking, and I just double checked. But speed up and do a slow down and turn. Got a little bit of slide there on the gravel. Hit like a rock. Wasn't bad. Could have been my fault, but just do everything gradual. If you feel a little slide and you're on the throttle, don't stop. Just be gradual and maintain what you're doing in the turn. Once you've finished, you're slowing down. So I can still slow down in the turn a little bit, to my understanding. Slowing down now, I speed up. Probably could have started sooner, but if you don't know what to turn that corner, you don't want to speed into something you don't know, and then make two turns. So they call it trail braking. Sure, I'm not doing it right 100%, but that's the concept. If I can slow, look, now roll on the throttle. Slow down. I'm turning, but I'm still slowing down, speeding up. Being loose on your hands, tight on your legs. So much easier to turn the bike when you're going faster. And I'm not going fast by any means. Whoop. Alright, pull the clutch in, pull the brake, and I'm going to stop here. Let's go ahead and drop it in neutral. I'm still in second gear, so just half click down. I'm in neutral. Bike wants to move because I'm on a slight hill, so I need to learn more using my back brake. I know more people use the back brake than the front, but I've mostly been using the front, but I gotta still be comfortable using both. So let's go ahead and check my phone, make sure we're still recording. We're gonna go ahead across the street. Awesome, guys, so I got all that footage. I was actually very surprised that worked. Been used to being disappointed with my GoPro recently. Putting this thing in my pocket whenever I'm recording. My helmet on, so difficult. But yeah, I've had the GoPro 4 Silver. I bought it twice on Amazon, like refurbished, and had terrible success with it both times. So I just went to Best Buy and bought the new one. I got the GoPro 7. got my mic adapter in today, so. But yeah, I'm really glad that that worked. So I recorded like 17 minutes of footage. I'll probably go through it a little bit and scan through that and cut some parts out, but glad that that worked. I actually cut off the last like 2 minutes, but then it started recording again, so I may have gotten a phone call and it ignored it, and then it started recording again, which is awesome. So definitely liking it so far. After I have it for a little while longer, I'll do a review on that, but take off my kill switch and start up the bike, first gear. But yeah, for the first time we're gonna go across the street. I'm gonna get on the road for like maybe a quarter of a mile, not far at all, and get into another parking lot, has some more room for us. But a little nervous to go on the road, to be honest with you guys. I think it's respectfully so to be a little hesitant on a bike, but you got to be confident in what you're doing, and you also got to practice to get confidence. So right now I'm just gonna ride around a little bit longer, maybe do like a couple more turns. Got my GoPro running again, don't want to think about that, just want to think about the bike for a minute. But we're gonna go ahead up here on the road. We're gonna make a right, have to slow down, make a big turn into a parking lot. So hopefully there's no games going on today. There shouldn't be. Kids are still in school actually, so we'll be good. But I'm probably not going to talk much on the road because I'm going to really have to zone in and focus, because I haven't taken a turn going more than 10 miles an hour, so that's kind of scary. So let's go ahead and practice a couple turns. Faster on those turns. Right now everywhere is a blind spot, so on the road I'm not gonna really have much of a blind spot because I know where I'm going, and it's a lot wider, but there's also cars. And I can't just freeze up and stop the bike on the road. And here I can, if I get freaked out, I just pull and clutch, pulling the brake while my bike's straight up and down, and I'm good to go. On the road you kind of gotta keep moving forward. So luckily right now it's like a Friday around like 2 o'clock or something, so most people are in work. There's still a lot of cars driving around, but it shouldn't be too bad. It's not far at all. I mean, definitely don't hop on the road and drive 10 minutes the first time. Go a mile on the road, go in a neighborhood, which is what I plan on doing here in a minute, but just mentally preparing myself. Alright guys, let's do this. I don't know if I'll ever be ready for this, but hopefully nothing bad happens. Woo, we made it. Woohoo! Definitely a little nervous there, guys. Got a cop up here too, nice.